Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Flocks and Nest Sports Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Brendan, repping 54, Bobby Wagner of the Seattle Seahawks. Today, we'll be previewing the Seahawks Week 6 matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville. So this is a road game for the Seahawks. Kickoff is at 10 a.m. Pacific, 4 o'clock or 1 o'clock Eastern. Should be a good game. Both teams coming into it. Jacksonville obviously coming in with a win. Seahawks coming into it with a loss. So should be a good game. Jacksonville is 4-1. Seahawks are 3-2. So hopefully the Seahawks can turn it around after the loss to the Buccaneers. So let's just get right into it with the injury report. On the injury report, Seattle is missing some key contributors. So first of all, they have two people listed as doubtful, and that is Devon Witherspoon and Julian Love. Both are doubtful, so not likely to play. They have three people listed as out, and that is Derek Hall, Josh Jones, and Tariq Woolen. So they're guaranteed to not have one of their starting corners, so that's not great. And then two of their starting secondary is listed as doubtful, so not good. Thankfully, they are going to get DeMarcus Lawrence back this week, and everybody else listed on the injury report is a full go. So good news there, getting DeMarcus Lawrence back, but the secondary is beat up. We saw what that did against the Buccaneers, so hopefully it doesn't hold true. On the Jacksonville side, only one guy really listed in on their injury report, and that is Robert Hainsley, the center, is doubtful. So not looking like they're going to have their starting center, and they're also not going to have Brenton Strange for the first time this season, as he's hit IR the other day. So two pretty key contributors there for the Jaguars are going to be out, but I think going into the game, Seahawks have the worst of it in terms of the injury report. Without the starting secondary, we saw what that did last week against the Buccaneers. The one thing I can say is I don't think Trevor Lawrence in this passing offense that Jacksonville has can take advantage of the Seahawks secondary as much as Baker Mayfield did. And the Seahawks do have a week to prep without them. I think that's key there. So hopefully we see a better defensive performance out of the Seahawks this week, but I'm not sure. That's really going to be the key to the game for me, is can the Seahawks defense bounce back after last week? Obviously just not good. Lots of blown coverages. Gave up a ton of passing yards. Baker was tearing them apart. Couldn't really get a stop. I want to see that. I want to see them get to the quarterback more often. Just need to see a better defensive performance. One of my other keys to this game is going to be the matchup of Seahawks passing offense versus Jacksonville's coverage. Jacksonville's like the second best team in coverage this year in terms of just pure grades. And the Seahawks passing offense is first right now. So, two clashing right there with the defense, or with the Jag secondary and the Seahawks passing game. So hopefully the Seahawks can get the better of that matchup. Jacksonville's been great at taking the ball away. The Seahawks, thankfully, have done a pretty good job of keeping the football. So that is definitely going to be a key. I think overall, I like Seahawks offense in this matchup, but it's just going to be kind of a wait and see on that one. I think that matchup is going to be really, really good and really important to the success of the game. because this offense might need to step up. Simply put, in terms of I don't know if the defense is going to be able to do enough to win this game, so the offense has to do it. This is going to be a tough game. It's going to be really tough. Again, Jacksonville's 4-1. Just beat the Chiefs on Monday Night Football, coming off a huge win. It is a little bit of a short week for them because they just beat Kansas City on Monday Night Football. But huge win. This team is looking good, young. Obviously has Travis Hunter, great player, playing two ways. I think we might see him more on coverage this week after they traded away Tyson Campbell. So we'll find out there. That'll be interesting to see. But the Seahawks have to take advantage when they can on offense and hopefully just get a couple stops on defense. Again, with the secondary as injured as it is, I don't expect this defense to be top 5 like they normally would be, in my opinion. So we really just need consistency from this defense, snap in, snap out, just to hopefully cause enough to where we get stops against this team. And this team is vulnerable. They do not have a good passing offense. Trevor Lawrence is not the best quarterback out there. So I do think the Seahawks stand a chance, especially because they've been stout against the run, and that's really where Jacksonville's offense succeeds. So I think overall, the Seahawks are in a decent position to go win this game. If history dictates itself, the Seahawks have won 9-1 on the road under McDonald. They've been fantastic, traveling to the east, playing in 10 a.m. games. So it does really favor the Seahawks in terms of history, but history doesn't dictate everything. So they got to go out there. They got to get the win. For my prediction, I'm going to have the Seahawks winning this game, but it's going to be close. I'm going to go Seahawks 30, Jacksonville 27. I think it's going to come down to the Seahawks get one key stop, and the offense does just enough. Hopefully we just see a good game. Really looking forward to it. I think this is a test for the Seahawks after this loss against Buccaneers. This is another good team. So hopefully they can take advantage of this opportunity and beat a good team, because the Seahawks really haven't yet this year beat a really solid team. So that's what I'm looking for. Hopefully they get it done. This is a pretty quick preview. Apologies. I just didn't really have a lot to talk about with this game. I'm kind of nervous, and I'm just kind of hoping the Seahawks find a way to sneak this one out. And that's what it's going to take, is them just finding a way to sneak it out. But yeah, with all that being said, I think that's going to do it for the preview. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. And you Seahawks fans, let me know what you think. We are 3-2. Should we be 3-2? Do you think we deserve better? Hopefully we can get to 4-2 and have a real shot to keep this ball rolling. Feel like this is a really important game for the Seahawks season. It's just my gut feeling. So that being said, thank y'all and peace.